What's up, guys? I don't quite have a Metallica rework ready for you guys yet. Today I am just going to do a quick review, even though literally like 5 days ago I said that I wouldn't be doing a lot of these videos, so my apologies for that. So Monday I got an email from Donner. I believe they're a Chinese manufacturer of instruments of all sorts, and that is including guitars and basses, effects pedals and all that stuff. So Monday they asked me if I want to do a review on an instrument for them. So I said, yeah, sure. I need a bass. Send me one of those. So Tuesday morning comes and I've already got myself a new bass. So that's awesome. So it was very easy shipping and a very, very painless process. So props to them for that. So I did warn them that I wouldn't lie to anybody because you guys are not only my fans, but you're my friends now at this point. So I won't lie to you guys. Everything's going to be honest, clean review here. So the bass in question is this. Actually fine looking bass. This is the Donner DPB, I assume that's Donner P bass, 510B. Full size 4-string electric bass. It comes with a strap. It comes with a 10-foot cable, I believe, and a pretty nice gig bag, so that's sweet. Retails at about $165 Canadian, $135 American, and on Amazon actually it was like $215, so buy it directly from Donner if you are going to buy one of these. So taking a look at this bass, I mean, right out of the box, I mean, it does look reasonably priced at $165 Canadian. I mean, that it's the low price for how quality this thing feels so far. So with that being said, let's take a look at the body. You can see it's nice and covered in my fingerprints already. This is a solid basswood body. The nice weight to it. It feels really quality actually. So we've got a standard chrome bridge piece. Looks, you know, nothing special, but it does look like it'll get the job done. Feels pretty solid and all that. We've got a P-bass pickup that I'm sure is not the greatest quality at this price point, but I'm sure it gets the job done. We've got the white pick guard, of course, a 1/4-inch jack here that's actually really snug. I just stuck a cord in there just to see if it was okay. 2 knobs that, again, everything feels nice on there. It feels quality and it feels smooth. So that is going to be really nice, I think. I mean, we've got the good, nice, solid black paint job. It does look pretty nice. It does look like a Fender, you know, what they're going for here. And just turning it around to the back, it is a bolt-on neck. So we've got that plate there for that. So moving to the neck end of things here, we are sporting a 21 fret Canadian maple neck with a ebony fretboard resting on it. We've got dotted inlays. The tuning pegs on it are actually, they look legit. They feel legit. They're very solid. And really, that was one thing that I didn't expect to be nice on this bass at that price point. So that is really good. You see, within this price point, you do see a lot of like loose tuning pegs and loose parts. So that's nice. Headstock's also got a decently cool shape to it as well, kind of Fender-ish, I guess. So all in all, this seems like a really well-built instrument, and so far, again, seems worth the money. So, I mean, if you're looking for something cheap, this is looking like a good option. Bryce, I know you've been out there trying to get a bass too, so have I. Maybe get in contact with these guys. Might just send you one. So with all of that praise that I have for this and the love I've shown this so far, it does seem great. It seems like it's going to fit my needs because I don't play a lot of bass anyways. 3 cons about this instrument in front of me, and 2 of which are issues that are sort of on this instrument alone. They might not be found on all models. But the last issue is sort of a general issue that I think, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it might be something across all of them. I mean, I assume anyways, because yeah. That doesn't mean that they're deal breakers necessarily. They might be for you, but for me, I'm not a huge bass player anyway, so I don't really find them to be deal breakers. I think I can manage with what's going on here. So number 1 is that I've got a chip somewhere here. Yeah, right on this fret here. You can actually kind of see it, I think, on the camera, but yeah. Got a small chip out of that fret. Doesn't seem to affect anything. So that's really nice. I mean, the frets are dressed nicely, so I'm not going to complain about that, but there is a little chip there, and that's probably only on this. I assume they're not putting chips on all of the basses that they're selling. So that's number 1. Number 2 is the pickguard has a lot of like little blemishes on it, kind of like, I don't know, like little scratches. I mean, both these problems could be shipping issues, right? But it was packaged really well. So that leads me to believe that it wasn't necessarily, this was more of an error at the factory or something, right? So those are just 2 small complaints. just aesthetic stuff, you know, it's nothing like, horrible or anything. But the pickguard problem actually does lead me to the third issue, which is that this is not a standard pickguard. This doesn't have the standard screw holes. It is not a standard pickup in there either. So replacing this is going to be a pain in the ass if I don't want to buy their brand of stuff. This is going to be a real big pain in the ass for me. So that is the only real bigger complaint I have about this. Other than that, so far this thing feels awesome. I mean, I am really digging this bass. It's, again, I'm not a bass player by any stretch, but I do play some bass. But this seems really good so far. And I mean, I'm gonna probably use it on everything, so because I don't have a bass yet, now I do. So basically, physically, this thing is a really well-made bass. Very, very high quality for that price point. I would so far recommend this to anybody. Let's plug it in, get some sound out of it, and see if that changes anything. Right on, so I've got this thing plugged into my interface. So the first test you're going to hear is just going to be me playing the bass directly into the interface, no post-processing or anything. And then I'm going to run into bias effects and, the IR and whatever. So that's what you're going to hear second. And it's just going to be a quick little play. I just want to see if this thing's working and sounds okay and all that. So I'm going to record that and check it out. And then, yeah, let's see what's going on. Sweet, so now I'm just going to play the second part for you with the bias effects turned on, running through an amp and all that stuff. And we're going to see how that sounds. So far, we're doing pretty good. That noise you're hearing is actually feedback from a power cable I have around here. So it's pretty fine in terms of having any hiss or any like feedback or anything so far. So that I like. Let's plug the amp in, and then we'll see if we're getting anything different when we hook that up. So after messing around with this for a few more minutes after I took the video for you guys, do I like this bass? Yes. Would I recommend it for everybody? Maybe not. If you're a top tier bass player, maybe not so much, but honestly, like it's pretty good to have as maybe a backup if you're a beginner, if you just want an extra bass laying around, or if you just, you're just noodling around a little bit and you want to learn some bass, this is going to be perfect. I promise. Under $200. It's got good parts on it. The tuners, the weight is great, the bridges is good, the knobs all work fine, the sound is good, the electronics seem to be fine. I haven't looked on the inside or anything, but everything seems to check out. So yes, I would recommend this for, intermediate, beginners, things like that. People who aren't, experts in this, but, even experts. I mean, this seems like a pretty good instrument. It seems of quality. I would recommend it. $165 Canadian from DonnerDeal.com. Go check it out now. Buy one of these basses. Maybe check out the guitars, and some of their effects pedals seem to be pretty cool too. I've seen some good reviews on them. So give that a look, and I will see you guys very soon with a couple of really cool videos that I've been working on. So take it easy, guys.